No, center. It's about good. Moonshosa! Ha ha! So today I have for you guys kind of a special blade. This knife was lent to me for cleaning by someone important in my life. So I am pleasured and honored to clean this knife. It is very well known in the Spyderco community what this knife is. And, well, I'm going to clean it up a little bit and do a review on it. So let's get into it. Let's talk blades, everybody. That's what we're into. Today I have for you the Spyderco Dragonfly. But it's not just any Dragonfly. No. This is kind of a special Dragonfly. And if you don't understand what or why even, here's the original Dragonfly. And I've already done a review on this in my Spyderco Bug series. I had the two crickets and the Dragonfly. Well, this is my Dragonfly, and this is kind of an original Dragonfly. So with that being said, here it is. Just a normal Dragonfly with the FRN handle scales, obviously the backlock, and the Seki City, Japan stamp, Spyderco VG10, which is the same thing here, but there's subtle differences. Wire clip, jimping right here, and of course that little itty bitty blade. But this is a good tool knife, and the reason why I like this particular small knife because it actually fits my hand. So if I'm holding this like so, I'm holding the entire knife and not just a little itty-bitty knife in 2-3 finger grip right here. So that actually makes it a pretty decent knife for its size, and I think I've already stated that in the last video. If you're looking for the Dragonfly, or if you're interested in the Spyderco Dragonfly, pick yourself one up. I mean, I think this particular one is between 60 and 80, maybe even 40. Depending on where you go. Prices are all over the place. Last I checked on Amazon, I think I paid about 60 or 70 for this guy right here. Alas, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this one right here. And this is kind of a special Spyderco Dragonfly because it has this kind of, I don't know if that's metal textured paint. I'm not entirely sure, but it hasn't scratched off. And this knife has decently minimal use. Of course, the difference is you got the steel handle scales and steel clip right here instead of the wire clip that you see on my Dragonfly. And then, of course, if you haven't noticed already, it doesn't come with jimping. So there's no jimping on this side of the knife right here or the underside, but you still have that full grip. And what makes this knife unique is the fact that it has the very beautiful, ornate grass and flowers here, and the Dragonfly right there, which is very feminine in design, and it's meant to be. It also looks really nice. It's a bit heavier too, so we'll go ahead and get into the weight difference on this knife. Here we go. So I'm going to close it up so I don't want to damage the blade. Comes out to 2.50 ounces, and here's mine. It's going to be a little bit lighter because it doesn't have the heavier handle scales. 1.19 ounces. So yeah, this is relatively lighter, and I hardly feel this in my pocket. There was one day I totally forgot it was in my pocket, and when I went to go throw my pants in the wash, I saw the pocket clip, and I was like, whoa, that does not belong in the washer. So, yeah, that was a long time ago, and I learned from then that this little guy is so light that I barely even knew I had it on me. Of course, there are price differences. This knife right here is going to set you back. I think it was $95. The most expensive I've seen was $115 for this. And that was on Amazon. And at the time when I bought this a couple years back, this was pretty expensive, so it's like an Endura when you purchase this knife on Amazon. Of course, the price on this is much cheaper because of the materials being used aren't as ornate as this. So expect to spend the money when you want the quality, so where needed. So obviously we'll go into the length of it, so that way you guys have a good idea. So right here you got, I want to say roughly 2 3/8 inches of blade, and then you got the 5.5 inches overall. And of course that's going to be the same for this guy right here, my Dragonfly. Yeah, so it's just the same thing, it's just different materials slightly. There's no, this is so light because it doesn't have any liners in there. Oh, it's just FRN handle scales on this one, and then this one's obviously the full metal, so you don't really see anything in there. And of course we'll go ahead and get in to the width of things. So the blade right here is a 1.7, the handle, oh, can't really avoid that, is a 6.6. Blade is a 1.8, and the handle is 8.2. Okay, so it's a little bit thinner on the metal guy than it is on the FRN. I can actually see the difference right there. This one is a little bit thicker. That's okay. I mean, durability's there, so, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, there's my Dragonfly. I'll just set that off to the side. So what I'm going to do, it's a little bit dirty. It's got some, it looks like adhesive gunk on there from cutting open probably packages or anything like that. So what I'm going to do is, this is a really easy cleanup. So I got some Goo Gone and a rag. And usually what I do is I'll spray a little bit of this Goo Gone stuff on the blade if it gets that bad. And I try to be sparingly with the Goo Gone stuff because it is thick. But it takes off the sticky stuff relatively easily. Or you can spend a good 5-10 minutes wiping the blade vigorously with a cloth, even if it's slightly damp. And that'll take off the gunk as well. I was kind of expecting this knife to be a little bit rusted, but this individual doesn't cut things unnecessarily, and she doesn't really food prep with this knife, so that's a good thing. And I gotta be honest with you, this is a blade that I really, really find very attractive to the eye because of the fact that it's really shiny, and because of the fact that it's obviously a Spyderco and a Dragonfly. So it's just one of those kind of things. Sorry, I don't mean to cover the camera with the rag. That's an easy fix, super easy fix. The Goo Gone stuff is really expensive. I think it was like $7 a bottle. So if it were up to me, you have to use it as sparingly as possible, and whatever surface it touches, you want to do your best to wipe it down the best you can. It's not good to leave on surfaces for too long, at least not from what I hear anyways. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and check to see if this thing needs an edge. I don't think it does. It feels pretty sharp still. Here's some paper. I'll just check the edge here. Still very razor sharp. Now, I gotta be honest with you, that's good old VG10 right there. Keeps an edge for a pretty decent amount of time. I quite enjoy VG10. That's Spyderco for you. So yeah, if you're interested in this model, you can still, I think you can still find it on Amazon. I think I found a couple on eBay for a little bit cheaper, but they were used, nicked blades and all that. It was just, it looked like somebody accidentally dropped it in a wood chipper or something. It was in horrible condition, and I've seen this stuff kind of scratched off, and I don't know if that's through just heavy use or through dropping it or what, but this knife is still practically in very, very new condition, considering this individual hasn't really cut too much with it. So it's good to see somebody taking care of something that they don't use as often, but it is a tool nonetheless. So alright, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for the support, and my subscribers are climbing up there, and that brings a smile to my face. So welcome to all the newcomers to my channel. I'm going to do the very best I can to make this interesting as I'm able to. I want to do more for this channel. Everybody knows that. I keep saying it, and it is a goal that I want to do. So expect new and better things. I'm still trying to get used to being on camera. I'm also trying to get used to being safe. I was practicing for a video cutting demonstration with a sword, and I ended up slicing. Maybe you can see that scar right there. I ended up slicing my hand open. So I kind of backed down from that, and I'm trying to practice with safer methods because, like I said, I'm still camera shy. So with that gives nervousness. With nervousness comes accidents. So I'm going to do my best to try and make my content a little bit more appealing. Not that it isn't already. I mean, if you're in the knife community, you're going to appreciate a knife video regardless of what shape or form it comes in. And with that being said, I'm going to do my very best to evolve my channel. It's probably not going to happen right away, but it is something, a goal of mine that I want to do. And I know it's going to be fun once I get a little bit more used to being in front of the camera. So anyways, enough of my rant. If you like this video, slash that like button, stab that subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please don't actually do that. I don't want your devices to be destroyed because of my account. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you all. Thank you.